When I was 25 and just out of university, I worked at a plywood mill as I was starting to build my career, like many young people still do today. And one of the fellows that I worked with became really interested in bull riding at rodeo, and he went off and did a weekend program on learning how to ride bulls. And his very first competition, he was thrown from the bull and broke both of his legs and was off work for about 18 months. And it wasn't until then that I had given any thought to disability income, thinking, what would I do to earn money if I couldn't work at my job? And I was like a lot of people, I was very reluctant to look at replacing my income with disability insurance because it was pretty expensive. I was bringing home about $3,600 a month, and it was going to be more than $50 for disability insurance, which, if I think back now, seems crazily inexpensive. But I met with a financial advisor, and he took me through a very quick exercise. And he said, okay, so you don't want to replace all of your income, but think about if you couldn't work for the next 18 months or 2 years or however long, what do you have to have? You need a place to live. What is your rent? Well, I was splitting my rent with a roommate, and it was $750 a month. And he said, okay, now what about your food? How much does it cost you to eat every month? And on average, it was about $300 a month. And said, okay, now what's the other thing you have to pay for? You've got your insurance on your truck and gas so that you can get places, you can buy your food, you can get to doctor's appointments or rehab if it's an injury. And that was about $130 a month for both of those things. So the sum of all of that was $1,220 a month. That's what the bare minimum I needed to have. And he said, okay, what if we just insure that amount? And for a 25-year-old man, and things haven't changed. In fact, they've gotten a little cheaper with some insurance over time. But that was going to be $18 a month. And he said, great. Now, do you expect to be earning more money over time? And of course, that was my goal. And we could actually add something that made it $20 a month, and I'd be able to get a little bit more. So if you're thinking about you can't afford to replace all of your income, what would you basically need to have in order to keep a roof over your head, food in your stomach, and for you to get around? Maybe that's the amount that you should be looking at some disability insurance for. If you'd like to know how much that might cost you, I'd be happy to take you through that exercise and see if applying for your own disability insurance is worth it for you. So thank you for listening. Mike Riley with Freedom 55, helping you gain altitude and gain confidence.